Hello my Wolfpack and welcome to the TBL Week 7 battle. So yes, we are versing the West Commons and Whimsicotts, or we did verse the West Commons and Whimsicotts, I should say. Basically, there was a load of issues that happened around the time of recording that caused a lot of issue, specifically in the recording I tried to do, and actually in the match myself. I made a lot of misplays in this match. There was something going on personally at the time. I did very almost say, can we have an extension? Can we not do it tonight? Because I was distraught, basically. I had a massive issue that happened. And yeah, it just kind of led to a bad time, along with my DS actually basically running out of charge. So I had to take a mad dash to try and find the charger. And in this room, there is no other plug ports that I'm not using, so it was a mad dash of trying to find a plug port to plug it in, and then by that point I was so flustered and so out of it that I just couldn't really come back from it. So that is just a pre-warning here. If my moves do seem a little bit kind of different, a little bit stupid, I admit I made a lot of stupid plays in this match, but let's see. I'm not going to tell you how we did. We are going to go through the team. So we see Aerodactyl, Garchomp, Umbreon, Abomasnow, Victini, and Milotic. That was exactly what I predicted in the team builder, so I was kind of proud that I did that. Obviously, expecting a Aerodactyl lead, maybe. Could also see a Victini lead, so I do decide that Porygon 2 is our best lead, just because it has that damage for everything. And yes, we are going to hit play and get this match started. So, I'm going to comment alongside it, probably partly watch it as well, because I can't 100% remember every single port in detail. I know I basically gave up on my calcs partway through, like even 5 minutes in, just because of how flustered I was. I was like, I need to click a move, So we do see the Aerodactyl lead. Here. We trace the Rock Head, which obviously isn't really a huge thing to us, but Porygon 2 is quite good here because we do have Thunderbolt, we do have Ice Beam. I did decide to click Ice Beam on this first turn, expecting there to be Stealth Rocks, although that Stealth Rocks being set up is a huge issue for us, considering that we do not have any way of getting rid of the rocks. Now, this second turn, I made a little bit of a fumble. I was like, I really think the Victini could be coming in, so I clicked Shadow Ball. Obviously, that doesn't quite take out the Aerodactyl there as well, so making that prediction was a little bit silly of me. You see the withdraw here into the Milotic, which I was so gutted about, because my finger was hovering over Thunderbolt for a good few seconds. I was like, I really want to click Thunderbolt here, but I don't want to give it away straight away. But I didn't have Toxic or anything. So I didn't click Thunderbolt, I clicked Ice Beam. We get Toxic here, which actually really sucks. Obviously, Porygon 2 does not deal very well with Toxic. If I'd have got burnt or something from a Scald, I would have been completely fine. But this poison does start to rack up on me. At this point, I'm very much like, do I keep Porygon 2 around or do I just let it go down? I did decide at this point that I'm going to let Porygon 2 go down. We do see a crit on the Scald there, which just added salt to the wound. I don't know why I clicked Ice Beam there. I think I might have predicted a change into Garchomp maybe, because I've been using Thunderbolt, so that could have been what I was thinking. In fact, that probably was what I was thinking. We see the Milotic recover, so this Milotic is the most annoying thing in this match. Which is another reason why I regret letting Porygon go down so easily. So we do see Porygon getting pretty low right now. Didn't even think that we'd be able to get another hit off, but we do live on 2 HP with the Skull, so we do manage to get a Shadow Ball there. I'm just aiming at getting the special defense drops at this point, which unfortunately we don't get any special defense drops, which is a little bit of a shame. If I could have got that, Coco could have come in and possibly taken it out. We do see Coco coming now anyways, because Coco can do, I think it was like 51 to 61% in damage. Got the Electric Surge up there as well, so I was playing, I was like, is he going to change here, or do I stick with Thunderbolt? And I think I did stick with Thunderbolt. I was like, no, I've made too many predictions. I need to just not make that prediction. Didn't see the Garchomp. We do see the Abomasnow, though. Not quite sure why he brought in the Abomasnow. Maybe because it could have taken the Dazzling Gleam as well, just in case I did. Because I know in our first match I did predict that. We see the Mega Abomasnow Mega Evolve, or the Abomasnow Mega Evolve into Mega Abomasnow, obviously, because that is what he drafted. I've got the hiccups now, as always. And I think I hit U-turn here. We do have the snow warning, so we do have ice up, the hail up, sorry, which was a little bit of a pain. We U-turn here, we do get out and do a great deal of damage to Abomasnow at the same time. And I believe I come in with Arcanine here. Yeah, we do hit in with Arcanine. We do take a lot of damage to the Stealth Rocks, along with... we do get the Intimidate off there, so we do get some attackful on the Abomasnow, and it does Swords Dance. So it's only a +1 right now, which isn't as scary. But I'm just sat here with my Arcanine a bit like, I think I'm just going to click Flare Blitz at this point. Just take it out because I don't really want to risk it setting up more Swords Dancers and taking me out. But he does withdraw the Abomasnow here. He does go into the Garchomp, which was so incredibly frustrating. I was so gutted about this because I was like, I really want to just get something gone. But the one good thing is that we do get the burn on the Garchomp. The burn on the Garchomp there. We do get hit with the rough skin though, and we do get hit with the Kale. I do get hit with the recoil, so I'm not looking too good here. The Garchomp is burnt though, so that basically makes it void for the rest of the match. I'm sat here like, I can live an Earthquake and I can get a Morning Sun off. Not thinking about the hail. I was a bit stupid here. At this point, I had the Charger incident, so I was really flustered. I wasn't sure. I think it was during the Tapu Koko bit. So I hit Morning Sun here, not even thinking about the hail, and I'm a bit shocked when I only get 25% of my HP back. So I was a bit like, oh my god, what's happening? We do both lose some health to the hail. I get some health back from my leftovers, and he gets hit with his burn. I was here like, could I live another hit and just kind of see what I can do? But then I was like, no, let's switch out. We see the Milotic come in, so I do kind of wish I'd have Morning Sunned again at this point. But what can I do? I did the match. We go into Sizzle here. Obviously, I'm panicking because the Milotic has Scald. That was a really good change on his part. I do kind of wish I hadn't have gone to Sizzle. But I think at the time I was like, right, we need to go into Sizzle now. Then we change back out on Sizzle. We change back out on Sizzle and go into Kommo-o. And here is where I make the biggest blunder. Obviously, in my video, I talk about having the Choice Scarf changed to the Automatize set, which to me, this is the worst part because I'm now burned. I've switched in a burn, which is fine because I'm not physical. But I hit Automatize here. And as soon as I hit, I was like, this thing has to have Ice Beam. I completely flip out. I'm just like, oh my god, what did I do that for? I'm such an idiot. We do live it though. We do live it, which actually, it upsets me a little bit because if we'd have had a Scarf Kommo-o, the damage from 2 Clanging Scales, assuming that he didn't recover, would have actually taken him out. So that really just added some salt to the wound. We do see a Citrus Berry on the Milotic here, suggesting that the leftovers is on something else. But yeah, we see the recover as well here, which kind of sucked. We probably would have seen a recover after a first Clanging Scale anyways. Actually, no, maybe not, but yeah, because that Ice Beam would have happened regardless. So I think, had I have been Scarfed, we would have said goodbye to the Milotic a lot earlier than we could have. So Kommo-o has now gone down, went down to the Recoil of Life Orb. That was just an unfortunate play on my part, and I think a really stupid thing, considering when I needed Kommo-o for the rest of the match. Bringing Koko here, because I'm like, I could probably get a Thunderbolt off, and then I'm here like, is he going to go into Garchomp? I'm really like, just like, all over the place. And I do hit Thunderbolt. I'm like, you know what? I need to get damage on this Milotic. This Milotic's driving me insane. We see the Aerodactyl come in, so the Thunderbolt does hit that. Oh no, I hit Dazzling Gleam, so I did predict the change. So yeah, he's changing things in and out sort of thing. We see the Abomasnow come in. I think I U-turn here. I think there was quite a significant chance of this killing with the amount of attack investment, because I think I was Naive Nature. Off the top of my head, I think I was. I think the U-turn did have a chance to kill, but it lives there on 1 HP. I'm not sure if it was actually 1 HP, but it lives there just. And I was a little bit salty at this point. So we see Sizzle come in. We do get hit with a Wood Hammer, which isn't going to do too much to us. But Sizzle is now taking a fair amount of damage. It dies to the Recoil. So we've had 2 Mons die to the Recoil in this match, which is kind of crazy. The Hail is up again, just causing that chip damage. I think this kind of match he was planning on just being frustrating. No, he wasn't planning on being frustrating. It was just kind of like one of those matches where everything was kind of digging in, and the one time I didn't bring anything to remove, like rocks or anything. At this point, all we can do is Mega Revolve and Bullet Punch. I didn't want to switch out. I just thought we'd say goodbye to Sizzle and let us get hit with a Fire-type move and bring in Donphan. That was my thinking, because at this point we've already lost a few mons. I could have gone into Arcanine, but I think that would have just been still too risky. We see leftovers on the Victini, which I was kind of shocked at. I was half expecting a Choice Scarf Victini, but we see the leftovers there. I'm here with Donphan, and I'm like, you know what? I have to literally just hit Earthquake. I have to 100% hit Earthquake. Energy Ball comes out here, and I'm like, oh my god, am I going to live that? And we do live that quite nicely. We hit Earthquake, and we do take out the Victini. So we do say goodbye to that Victini as well, which that's now 3 of his mons down, and he's got his 2 bulky mons left, and that Milotic, which can just be such a huge pain. And another thing here, I really regret bringing Gunk Shot instead of Play Rough. I really wish I brought Play Rough instead of Gunk Shot. I hit Knockoff here to get rid of the item on Umbreon, and we knock off the leftovers. So we do see leftovers on 2 mons here, which is perfectly fine. Which I kind of predicted the leftovers to be on Umbreon, so I thought knock off to get rid of that item. I don't really want the leftovers there. The Foul Play comes in and hits us, takes us out, so I'm fine with that. We do get the Rocky Helmet damage there. I was kind of hoping for the Foul Play. I think I bring an Arcanine here because I was just... I don't know. I think I brought an Arcanine because I didn't really want bringing Coco just yet. And I think Arcanine and Coco are the only ones we have left. And at this point, I was like, there's no way of us winning. I can't pull it through at the minute unless I get some real luck going on with the Umbreon, maybe get a crit or something, and it doesn't do anything. We do Morning Sun here, so we do get some of our health back. I did think about just Morning Sun stalling and seeing if I could just get myself back up to full health, but then I thought, no, I really don't think that would be any help whatsoever. So I hit Extreme Speed here. I could have hit Flare Blitz, but I decided to hit Extreme Speed just in case that Milotic decides to come in. We get hit by a Psychic there, which does next to nothing. I think the recovery more or less heals us on that. And I think this turn I did decide to hit... Oh no, I hit Crunch. I hit Crunch just to try and get some defense drops, so I could try and hit harder, and there we go, we got a defense drop. Foul Play comes to us. I didn't expect it to do as much damage, but it did a lot more damage than I thought it was going to do. Obviously, I could have just sat here and hit Morning Sun a few times. I was so flustered here at this point, though, so I was like, what do I do now? And I think I did decide to switch here, or did I decide to Crunch? I decided to Morning Sun, actually. I did decide to Morning Sun, just because I knew I wasn't going to be taken down. I can't fully remember this match because it was a week ago, and I had to put it out of my head just because of how much was on, and kind of I had some other personal stuff there. But yes, we Crunch here, hoping for another defense drop, but we don't get, unfortunately, and the recover comes through. There was nothing we could really have done there. The recover was going to happen regardless. Gonna heal ourselves back up to full here, which is good. At this point, I'm just like, I'm gonna stay in. I can't really do much if I get scolded. And then we actually get Toxic here, which I was like, this is frustrating because now we're just all getting poisoned. The toxic Milotic was just the bane of my existence in this match. Had the Como have got rid of it earlier, I think we would have been seeing a little bit of a different scenario. But unfortunately, I was a bit silly and just ended up screwing up. At this point, I'm like, I can savor Arcanine. I can savor Arcanine and hopefully get some kind of something going on later on. So I do think I switch out here into Coco, which is just a stupid idea. I diced the rocks coming back in, so I just made a completely stupid idea there. Get the Coco in with the Electric Surge, and we are still floating in the air with the Air Balloon. See a recover. I think it was because we were likely to see the recover that I went in. But at this point, I was just like, "There's no way of us living." Yeah, we weren't living at all. I wish I'd have had Life Orb, because Life Orb would have just done that little bit extra. That would have just made the recovers less annoying. We do get Toxic here. Which is annoying. basically means that we are very unlikely to win this match. I'm just like, probably gonna switch into the Umbreon now, not let them let it go down, just because you can stall me out with the Umbreon. The Umbreon I'm only doing 40% damage to. If I'd have got the paralysis here, I would have absolutely loved it, but I didn't. I don't think I was actually thinking it was going to change. I think I was just like, he could stay in. And then we see the Protect. The Protect, I think, yeah, this just kind of like stalled me out a little bit. I was going to try and U-turn out to try and reset my Toxic. And then I was like, you know what, I just can't. I can't physically do this. I would die after one more attack, so I just Dazzling Gleam here. I've accepted my loss now. I've 100% accepted my loss. Do kind of wish we had the Life Orb there, because I think it would have taken it out. Which was just a little bit unfortunate, because we're going to see a Protect here, and I'm going to die to the Toxic, which is just, it's fair play. It's a completely different style to what I expected. I did not expect to have to kind of endure 3 mons like dying to Toxic or Stealth Rocks or stuff. Yeah, it was just a little bit much for me to kind of deal with. We do bring in Arcanine here, and we do go down to the Stealth Rocks, unfortunately, and that is the game. So GG's Alex. I made a lot of stupid plays in this one. I wasn't in the best place at the time, so it was a little bit of a kind of my worst match. I would say I made a lot of mistakes, but what are you gonna do? Everyone makes mistakes. We all do occasionally have issues that we have to deal with, and I just wasn't dealing with them at this point. So yeah, that was a good game. The Victini was so scary that I think that put me on the reserve straight away anyways. It's such a scary team, and I really didn't expect the bulk to get me, and I think that's where I really faltered, along with the Kommo and that last minute change. That last minute change did actually mean something, unfortunately, but I made the last minute change, so that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I know this hasn't been the most entertaining battle, and I was very kind of reserved, but next week, I promise you, is a lot better of a battle. Next week is an amazing battle. It's full of ups and downs. I actually really enjoyed it, and yes, that is it for today. So I'm going to get out of here, and I will see you soon.